welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, and I'm here with your readings for June the 3rd through June the 6th. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for tuning in, and I really hope you enjoy these readings and that you will come back. And if you are returning, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your love and support of my channel. Now, these are general readings, guys. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Please don't assume that everything I say here applies to you. And if you would like a personal, more tailored reading, go to my website. The link will be below in the Show More section, and you can visit my website and see what kind of readings that I offer. Now, let me see. These readings are in 3 sections, guys. The first section is the intro. The second is the general astrological events of the week, and the third is the tarot card section. So please, if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, you may skip the intro and the astrology section, and those timestamps will be below also. Now, I have a private Facebook group that you might want to join. I'm going to start actually on Wednesday. I start a live feed every 2 weeks with my cards in hand to answer any questions you may have. And it's also a nice place to kind of have a discussion about life's challenges and solutions. So if you want to join that link is below also. Now, I am doing a workshop on Meet Your Spirit Guide. So that is going to be on, I believe, June the 10th. I'm not sure if it's June the 10th or June the 11th. Anyway, if you want to know more information about that, that will be below too, the link there. So without further ado, let's go to your astrology reading, shall we? Hello and welcome to your astrology section of your reading. And this is from June the 3rd through to June the 6th. Now, on June the 3rd, we have a new moon in Gemini. And this is a wonderful new moon. Gemini moved, the moon moved from Taurus on Saturday, I believe it was, into Gemini, getting in position for the new moon. So this is, it moved from a very heavy kind of earth sign into a really light air sign, Gemini. And so it's very kind of light, and it's like spring has sprung. Our energy will be lifted and we'll feel lighter and fresher, freer, if you will. Gemini is all about communication. And it also has Mercury, which is its ruling planet, is also in the sign of Gemini. And this is all about communication. Oh, the bells toll, that's my phone. It's all about communication, it's all about socializing, it's all about having fun, it's about being light and free and breezy, if you will. So Gemini kind of rules words, right? It's about words, the power of words. So it's also a dual sign. So there's some duality. You might want to observe where your duality exists. How does it show up for you? And think of the power of words and how words can uplift you and also, bring you down. So will you use your words for good or evil? Couldn't help myself, sorry. Perhaps, this is a time that you can really look at your communication and bring your vibration up, and will you raise people up or will you put them down? That is the question. Now, this wonderful new moon in Gemini is it's a really powerful opportunity to manifest wealth, and it's because Pluto and Saturn are in a lovely aspect to Venus at the same time. So this is a Wonderful time to launch a new product or a new service, or perhaps a social media campaign. So Pluto and Saturn in that lovely aspect of Venus, coupled with the new moon, really sets the stage for magnetism and financial expansion. So it really promises great success with some effort. Now, on Tuesday, June the 4th, at 4:05 PM Eastern Standard Time, Mercury moves into Cancer. Now, Mercury, as you know, is the planet of communication. It was just in Gemini. And it is moving into the sign of Cancer, of feeling and sensitivity. So Mercury in Cancer makes us better listeners, and it also makes us more thoughtful and sensitive, and it makes us a more caring communicator. You may be more meditative and reflective during this time, and there is also a possibility that there could be some defensiveness because Cancer is so sensitive and may take things personally. Now, on Saturday, June the 8th, at 8:37 PM, this is all Eastern Standard Time, Venus moves into Gemini. Now, Venus in Gemini is just moved out of its home sign of Taurus, where it's very tactile and cuddly and expressive and demonstrative. And it's moving into Gemini. And in Gemini, Venus is very flirtatious and coquettish. And, you know, it's about being free and having fun. Anything novel and new is exciting and interesting. And perhaps if you meet someone at this time, it may not have, the relationship may not have lasting power. However, it will be fun and exciting and a journey worth taking. And you never know, it could last, you don't know. Now, Gemini is much like, you know, a butterfly. Venus in Gemini is much like a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, staying long enough to taste that delicious nectar and then moving on to the next, you know, novelty, right? I wouldn't say that Geminis are philanderers per se, but they stay as long as they feel free and as long as it's fun and light, right? But once they feel restricted, they break out. They're like a speck of dust on the horizon. They're gone. So a bit of harmless flirting never did anyone any harm, and it's very good for the psyche. So you might want to try it and explore that flirtatious side of you during this time. So that's the astrological events of the week. Let's go to your tarot card, shall we? Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your reading for the tarot card section of your reading for June the 3rd through June the 9th. Oh my goodness. June the 3rd through June the 9th. Okay, I have already shuffled these, so let's get right to it. 3 cards for Taurus, please. What wonderful gifts, guidance, and helpful information can you give Taurus for this coming week? Wonderful gifts, guidance, and blessings can you give Taurus for this coming week? One more card for Taurus, please. One more card for Taurus. One more card for... Oof! One more card for Taurus, please. Wonderful gifts, guidance, and blessings. Helpful information can you give? There it is. Oh, it's kind of stuck to my hand. Look, it's still stuck. Oh, that was so... Oh! It's a very good stuck, darling. It's a very good stuck. Okay, here we go. Now we have clarifying cards. I've already shuffled these. I'll do it one more time. For posterity and prosperity. Okay, clarifying cards for Taurus, please, for this coming week. Please clarify. Oh, well, they didn't come out. There you go. Please clarify. There it is. Oh, this is interesting. And please clarify. There we go. Ah, okay. Let's take a look at these cards, shall we? Okay, the first card out is the Six of Pentacles. Clarifying that is the Star card. Then you have the Strength card. Clarifying that is the Six of Cups. Then you have cha-ching, the Wheel of Fortune. Clarifying that is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the first card out for you is the Six of Pentacles. This is like, it's about, I want to say the service card. Sixes are kind of service, aren't they, in a way? But this is about, look, if you need help, help is on the way. This is, I want to say charity keeps coming up for me. So what I would say to you for this card is, if you are in a position to help someone, if you are better off than someone else, then you are being encouraged. Let me just pull that down. You're being encouraged to help these people. Now, this could be just listening to someone. It could be showing up and keeping someone company when you'd rather do something else. But this is definitely about being of service to someone. So do something kind for someone anonymously without telling them. There's some kind of power in that. So if you're really in need, this means that your help is on the way. And that you're going to be okay. So you're not to worry. If you're going through some deprivation of some kind, you're going to get the help that you need. And you've got clarifying it is the Star card. And this is a deep healing, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. So I also think that when you show up for others, there's a big healing in that. And that, there's a knowledge and power that you can help somebody else. And that's what we need to do. We need to put our hand out and help others on this journey, on this sometimes very difficult journey, right? So this also indicates that your path is going to be illuminated. You're going to see the starlight comes in where there was once darkness and it spreads light. And in that light, you'll see a path forward. So you will clearly see your path forward, Taurus. You need to look for it. And then the next card is the Strength card. The Strength card is all about your strength is in kindness and compassion. It's about being kind and being compassionate. It's about, it's about communication this week, right? Are you going to bring people up with your words and communication, or are you going to put them down? So you have that choice, because Gemini's, there's a lot of duality there, and that's the new moon is in Gemini, right? So it's all about our communication and the power of words. Now, clarifying this is the Six of Cups. Now, this could literally mean that you have children and you need to be kind and compassionate, and your children are or children around you are going to take center stage. But I'm thinking that this is kind of your childhood, and maybe you're kind of contemplating a lot about the past and how you've grown up in your childhood. Something is taking you there, and there may be some mixed feelings about this journey back in time that you're taking, in your mind. And I think you need to be kind and compassionate, look upon it kindly and compassionate, and understand that sometimes, if you're thinking about your parents, perhaps they did the best that they could with what they had. It's about looking back with compassion. Have compassion for those that hurt you in some way. And maybe you're not there yet, and that's okay, but at least try to. At least try to put yourself in someone's position and see. Maybe you wouldn't, you know, transgress on someone like that, but you have to. You don't have to, but it's going to help you to heal from it if you look at it with compassion. Let me put it that way. And the next card is the Wheel of Fortune, darling, and it's going to turn in your direction. It's, you know, you've had a rough time of it and it's coming up and it's turning in your direction. Now, clarifying is the Four of Pentacles. So you have to be very aware, because when the Four of Pentacles comes in, it's saying that you're kind of blocking that energy. So you may be blocking the Wheel of Fortune. Money is energy, right? It's a piece of paper that's really not worth anything. It's just an exchange, right? You're making an exchange. So when you hold on to something because you don't believe that your coffer, you know, or your bank account will be replenished, then you're blocking that flow, right? In order for you to receive, you kind of have to give. It's got to be a give and take. So I'm not saying go out and go crazy and spend money willy-nilly, you know, go shopping or anything, but do something for someone, you know, help someone out financially, or do something for yourself, pamper yourself, allow yourself to feel luxurious and opulent. And then the Wheel of Fortune is going to come in and pour abundance down upon you. But if you're blocked, if you're blocking that energy, then it's not going to come to you. So be generous. Be generous with yourself and with others. Taurus, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you. Please don't forget to like this video, share it on your social media, and comment. I always respond to all comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.